Hey guys, hey, congratulations. Well, first of all, let me say congratulations that both of you were in some of the largest movies this year with Alita and It Too. So that's quite an accomplishment.
Thank you.
But tell me why you wanted to be in a small, much smaller project like Low Tide, which is an indie gem by itself.
Yeah, there's just something nice about knowing that every single person on the set is not necessarily there for the money or for what they will gain after the project has been done. You read the script and you just know that there's so much blood, sweat, and tears put into it, and all you want to do is make it the best film that you possibly can. So those are the best sets to be on because you're going on. There's not a whole bunch of suits in the video village, and it's just kind of rugged and raw. So it was kind of one of the best movie making experiences I ever had.
What about for yourself?
I agree. Yeah, exactly. Everything on set is done out of love and passion instead of for money. And like the whole crew is filled with Kevin's friends, and so the environment is just completely different than a big movie. And like you said, it's just raw.
What in particular did you like about your characters? I mean, you both play brothers to each other, so that in itself is very special for a film like this.
Yeah, I think that Kevin did a really, really great job of writing teens like teens. Because there's so many times where you're watching a film or you're reading a script and you're like, I would never say that in a million years. But Kevin, there wasn't one time where I said, this feels a little odd for someone that age to say. Everything felt very real, and there was even things that I could call back to when I was a kid, because I have a younger brother as well. So there's a lot of things I could pull from the film.
Yeah, and I was just attracted to this character because he's unique from other characters I've played. Alan, wait, what's my character name? Alan? Or that's your character name? Peter. Shit. Let's cut that out of the show. I've seen it in a long time. I'm seeing it today, okay? Peter, he's super responsible, and sometimes he has to put his older brother in line, and so usually I pick characters that are more quiet and reserved, and so this time I got to be a little bit more
Assertive,
sure, yeah.
Right. Talk about the brother relationship between you two. How and not to mention, how do you guys develop the relationship off screen for yourselves?
Yeah, we went. I contacted him. We went to a diner right when I knew that we were both doing the film, and we just took a few hours and talked about the film. Talked about where we were from, just simple things, what movies we liked, what we were into. And we just started with that, small base level of chemistry. And it was pretty, it kind of felt like once we got to New Jersey, all those walls kind of went away. We almost became these rambunctious kids who could care less, about anything else other than the film. So we kind of just spent every day working with Kevin, and then when we weren't shooting, we were just, making fools of ourselves and laughing and making fun of each other.
Sounds like you guys had a lot of fun on when the cameras aren't rolling. What was so exciting about New Jersey? Did you go to the beach, the carnival, or just or the mall?
Yeah.
Well, we lived on the Holiday Inn Express, right by the highway.
Yeah.
And there's not much to do around there. You can go to the mall, but then we're right by Asbury Park, which is beautiful, and go to the beach. And but when you're put into situations like that where you can't really get anywhere, when you're stuck in a parking lot in a Holiday Inn Express, you become closer.
Yeah, we spent every night after work. We would just go to there was a car dealership next to us, and that was the only like privacy we could get. That wasn't in our hotel room, so we would just go and sit like in between all these like new Kia cars, and you know, do a whole bunch of shenanigans.
Wow, that's
throwing water bottles at each other. Stuff like that.
that certainly bursts people's perception of Hollywood and production, doesn't it?
Oh,
right?
for sure.
Hey, I'm curious. You guys had a lot of scene of digging on the beach with an oar. I could imagine that's actually hard.
It's
It is
really hard.
It's very.
Yeah, it's not practical at all. If you are
It's
ever
a good
thinking
workout
of,
though.
yeah, if you were ever thinking of shoveling with an oar, it will take you a
Don't do
long
it.
time. I just
Especially-
remember just looking at the camera and being like, "There's no way. It doesn't
Yeah, it
even
doesn't
look like
look
I'm
like
picking
it.
up that much."
So, and one of the things that I was really fascinated about, which is not, it's part of the story, but you know, friendship is the bigger story. But what was the bag of gold coins? Did you guys come up with like your own story in your head where the coins actually came from?
I just assumed from him being in the army for so long that he probably came across it at some point. But it was never specified. But I always just thought that maybe he, I don't know, took it from someone himself. It was always kind of cursed.
Yeah, I never thought about it really. Yeah, but we're getting the money, and that's all that matters. It's all, dude. That's all we have to think about.
Excellent answer. And you guys have upcoming projects for yourself. That's exciting. More exciting.
Yeah, I have a project called Midway that comes out next month, which I'm really excited for. Some shooting and some flying, so that's fun. Very different from Low Tide.
I have a movie. I have some movies. 8-2 just came out, and then got Knives Out, which is coming out soon on Thanksgiving, which is a fun one. And I just did a limited series, which I'm really excited about, for Apple's new streaming service called Defending Jacob. So yeah, check it out.
And one last question. Hopefully, it's a fun question for you guys. If you guys did happen to find a bag of gold coins, would you do things differently? Like, would you spend it, or would you hide it for a while? What would you do with a bag of gold coins?
Yeah, I would sit on it. There's no way I could spend it. Like, I would be so paranoid the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the
sitting
risk.
on it would suck too. That would be so scary.
I don't know. I'd probably try to fly somewhere where I know I could sell them under the counter really quietly. No one would ever know.
Yeah.
Excellent answer. Hey, thank you very much, gentlemen. I really appreciate it.
Cheers.
Thank you.